Hello, my hearties. A very good evening to you. We're just sorting out one of the lines, usual stuff. So bear with me while we get this one sorted out. Fantastic. Wonderful. Lovely to see you. It's me, Scottie McCLUE. Saturday night. Nothing gets past me, 9 o'clock sharp on the 18th of February. So what about that? How good is that, I ask you? Fantastic. Now, I'm just going to keep going till I get this other thing sorted out here and we can get the TikTokers joining us. The TikTokers aren't with us at the moment. Dinky-Doo, Scotty. Dinky-Doo, Negan. Hello, one and all. How are you feeling, Scotty? A lot better, Kareem. I just wasn't strong enough to do the show last week. Ridiculous piece of nonsense. A wee touch of the largy. So not so good from that point of view. But we've got the YouTubers with us tonight, which is marvelous. But just as we went to go for the TikTokers, then we didn't seem to be able to do it. Very, very strange. So we'll see if we can get a hold of them in a minute. And if not, we'll have to maybe swap devices or something like that. Do something different. That's what I always say. If at first we don't succeed, try again. We know the rules. There we are. Right, let's go and see if we can get live again this time. Excellent. Now then, I'll call when it's up and running. Oh, absolutely, Kareem. No bother at all. I mean, you could call anytime. There's no problem with it. It's just telling me to resume the live. So I don't know if anything was actually going out or not. We shall see. A very good evening to our TikTokers as soon as they come join us. Dinky-Doo TikTokers. Hope you're with us and that you are well. How fabulous is that? Hello, fellow numpty heads. Professor Numpty Head. Because of all your shouting and bawling this morning, I have spent the afternoon doing tests, so hopefully we can get on. Lovely to hear you're feeling better, Scott. Thanks, Negan. You know me, I would never take an evening off unless it was just totally unavoidable. We had a wee problem about, was it 2 years ago now? Or was it 1 year? We just had a bit of a collapse. A bit of a health collapse. I love you, Scottie McClue. Thank you, number one fan. How are you? Lovely to have you with us. And a big dinky-doo, I say. Thoughts on Nicola leaving, says Bex. So there we are. Yes, that was a bit of a strange one. That took most of us by surprise. Although I did think not long before she went, is she going to be able to do anything about independence after the court ruling? Do we have to take another route to prize Scotland away from the dreadful, dreadful, dreadful ball and chain that is Westminster, taking all our money from us? There we have it. What would be quite good is to say to maybe whoever is the leader at the time, you never know with the Tories, and to say, look, we're not going to go for full independence, but we'd like to keep all of our income. There we are. Hi, Scotty from Rochdale. Scotty, do you own any bullion? Any bullion? If you're talking about, what are you talking about in terms of bullion? You see all the bullion I've got behind me. That's it. So there we are. Yes, a bit of gold would be nice, wouldn't it? That seems to be the fashion these days. A bit of gold and silver. But remember, the last mob, I think it was the Labour mob, they took all our gold off us. Precious metal. No, I deal in precious people, i.e. you lot. Who'd you like to see as the new SNP leader? Well, I'm not really a politician, or I would ever go at it myself, James. It's a tricky one. I was wondering if they should offer it to Alex Salmond, and see what was going on here. Look at this one here. Oh, what a life. Would you look at this one? Now then, hello, Susan. How are we? Lovely to have you with us. Hi, Scotty and Kareem, says Susan. There we go. We like to have everybody with us tonight. I see, says Tom. Yes, I'm just thinking about that. I think it would be a nice touch. So there were, if he would want it, because, I mean, he's been away for a while now. I see Red Dwarf isn't coming back as a piece of television or whatever. I'm good. Yes, indeed. What says Scottie McClue, number one fan? So there we have it. Well, I'm just saying. I used to graft the scrap, Scotty. Good money. Oh, GRB. You are talking a very sensible person. I have a very dear friend. I haven't seen him for some time. And he's a scrap man. What a lovely, lovely guy. What a clever, clever man. So there you have it. Right, get everybody sharing. Hello, mister. Hi, Jeff. How are we getting on tonight? Dinky-Doo, I say. Follow Scottie McClue as soon as you come on. So, do we think independence? What is the road to independence now, guys? What would you say? I want your input. I want your wisdom on this. I'll tell you, I had a great chat this week to an old colleague of mine, a man called Adrian Allen. So you can look him up on YouTube. And he was very kindly singing my praises the other night, saying that I am Mr. Number One Phone In. But he's a Mr. Number One Phone In. So have a look on the YouTube at Adrian Allen. So there we go. I'd say that. Hello, Mr. Strolling. How are we? To my friends, say hello to my dad, Scotty, Big Sam in Bunbank. Big Sam in Bunbank. Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue. Lovely to have you with us. I used to listen to you when I was away on the radio every night. We didn't have many Waynes on the radio. Are you English? No, I'm Scottish. Can you not tell by my voice? Are the phones on? The phones are on. So if I were you, I would ring right now and we'll see if we can get you on. Get independence and negotiate the EU common market. I think that's right. God save the Queen, says gentlemen. Well, it's actually God save the Queen and the King as well. So we would be God save the national. Who's this? Are you live in Scottish phone in? Who's that? Oh, sorry. How are you doing, buddy? Are you okay? Well, no, I'm fine, Kareem. I just occasionally you ask yourself the question, come on, you can go on and have a chat. And I thought, no, I had no voice. So it would have just been hopeless. And my face was on fire and my head was on fire with it. You know, that kind of very nippy behind the nose. So I thought, no, there's no, 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 it's just a cold. You know what I mean? It was just a wee cold. Yes, it was sounding a bit rough, a bit whispery, but it's hopefully sounding a little bit better tonight. Absolutely. And we've got Catchpool asking, do Scottish people like the English? Scottish people don't just like the English, they love the English. But we don't like being ruled from Westminster because of their ignorance about Scotland. Yes. And that's what it is. It is really just ignorance, you know. I mean, to come out with stuff like you've had your chance and you all decided to stay. Yes, oh, come on, let's sober up. Now, Karim, it's been a bit of a momentous week for the National Party, the Scottish National Party. So, what are you thinking about things? What's your view on it? Right, right, right. Very interesting. Yes, absolutely. Because, of course, we should never really have been in that in the first place. That was all manipulation. I remember driving back from Sheffield to Edinburgh on the dawning of the 1st of May, was it 1997? And as I drove back, I saw that John Major was being kind of given the cold shoulder, and Tony Blair was heading to the palace to meet the Queen. And I thought to myself, the game's up. Because Tony Blair, I mean, Tony Blair's a very smart guy. Let's not kid ourselves. But he knew that Labour were unelectable. This country doesn't like Labour governments. It never has. And he knew that he had to have a fairly right of centre version of Labour and call old Labour new Labour. And that's why him and Brown sort of didn't really see eye to eye, because Brown was an old Labour guy. Yeah. And John Smith, remember John Smith had just died, and Blair got parachuted in there. Otherwise, it might have been a different story. No. Well, no, they absolutely smashed him out the road, the media, because he was very close to being elected, if you think about it. You know, Jeremy Corbyn was very close to being in power. Now, I'm no lefty, as you know, but I mean, he would certainly have shaken things up in a much healthier way than we did with the shower that we got in. Mhm. That's the slippery slope, Kareem. You can manipulate anything, but that's not what we're about. Do you not what we're about. This country has always, to some extent, paid lip service to the people. And if they remove that lip service, they never mind the people. We're in it to see what we can grab here and divvy up with our pals. That's not just going to go down very well at all. See if Labour, if Scottish Labour had wanted a landslide, then they should have phoned Westminster and said, sorry, boys, but you're on your own with this. We're going with independence. And they would have been the party in power. Well, yes. Yeah. 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 Well, we're not better. We've never, ever been better together. The better together is coming from Westminster. Scotland has never, ever been better together in the Union. Mm. Yeah. Absolutely. And that, I think, is Nicola Sturgeon's legacy. So it's actually a very good legacy. Uh-huh. Yes, yes. Well, they'd better come to me for advice on the media. That's all I can say. Lovely talking to you. Place you laugh. There we are. That's our Kareem. Now, guys, very, very interesting stuff tonight. I think Scotty will understand and appreciate that. GBR. Brexit, Waters, sorry. Unionists will forgive anything for that flag. Brexit, wars, fraud, unregulated greed. There we are. Why is he whistling, or is it just me? I think it's just you. Always is the us and them thought process. Whatever happened to sticking together? Well, you see, we used to elect politicians and they did their stuff to serve the public. Now we don't have servants, we've got masters in there. There we are. He's blowing his trumpet. Get them told, sir. You're live in Scottish Funny. Who's that? Hello? Nobody there. All right. I hear a lot on that topic with Jeremy Clarkson and his farm. Jeremy Clarkson. I think he's an amazing guy, actually. There we are. Come and join us as soon as you can and get following, guys. Very, very. You're live in Scottish Funny, and who's that? Hello, John. How are you, sir? Yes, now we had that this morning, John, and I don't know what it is, whether it's something to do with the YouTube, because you can hear them on the TikTok apparently. Well, we tried it this morning, and I don't know what on earth more I can do. You know, technical man, right? So no phone call sound, but you can hear me. Right. John, that is very kind of you. Thank you for that. I thought I'd sort it. A dinky-doo. Dinky-doo la. That's how John, just letting us know we can't hear the callers. Anybody got any bright ideas about that? Because I'll have another look and see what we can do about it. Susan has sent me £3. There we are. What's Kareem saying? I can't hear him, says Neil. TikTok can hear the call. Thank you, Susan. The wonderful Susan. Scotty, you need to fix the phones. We can't hear Kareem. Does anybody know how to fix the phones on the YouTube? I'm just having a look at everything, and it seems to be fine here. Baz Naz says yes. So there you are. So you can hear us, Baz Naz. We'll see what's what. I'm just having a look, guys, to see if there's anything here at all we could be looking at for the YouTube. Everything seems to be fine elsewhere. Just a wee second. I'm just getting on. I'm looking at some stuff here, and we'll see what's what. See if I can find out if there's anything I can do, guys. I will do for you. I can assure you. I can assure you of that. 21.8, 18.2. That's all right. 18.2, that makes sense. And the devices. Let's just check the devices, guys. All right. Yeah, we've got that. So that should be fine. That's the audio. No, everything seems to be fine, guys. So I really don't know what else I can do. Let's see, there's some options there. Nope, nothing there. All right, let me just check this, guys. Just sticking with you. Yeah, you should be able to hear it. If you can hear me, but I don't understand why we can't hear the calls. So I shall look into that as well. All right, let's look into this as well. Just bear with me, guys. We will do this. We can do this. Right. That's as far as we can take that just now. I do apologise. Evening, Scotty boy. There we are. Try for another. Top man. Hello, Liam. Scotty for First Minister. Well, we've done a couple of videos on the old TikTok about that. Would you play Dr. Cameron on a remake of Dr. Finlay's Casebook? Yes, Charlie, I would. If you're wanting to remake Dr. Finlay's Casebook, I would definitely take that one on. Right, Finlay, what's going on here? You're live at Scotty's phone in. Who's that? You grow up, please. You halfwit. There we go. All right, Scotty, big man, dinky-doo. Yes, indeed. Now we've got Billy liking the live. Thank you, Billy. That's fabulous. Can everybody follow, guys? So what do we think with the First Minister's resignation, guys? What is the next step? Much should be taken. I'm his manager, says GRB. I've got a bright idea. Get 3 light bulbs. Mon the fish. We love that. I can hear them. I can hear them. No bother. Ross, you can hear fine. All the bacon in Scotland is directly... Oh, sorry. All the bad in Scotland. So it said bacon. All the bad in Scotland is directly caused by Westminster. It's time to get rid of our Tory masters. Yes, but I think it'll be deliberate to put Scotland on the block under the cosh. There we have it. That's kind of life. Create a republic, max power. That would be the very, very worst thing we could ever do. The second you mention republic, independence is immediately dead in the water, in the long grass. At the moment, it's on life support. All right? Karim, thank you for your beautiful gifts. But a republic, no. If you said you're not taking the crown, you immediately lose 50% of your vote. So don't be silly. We in the UK are delighted by Sturgeon resignation. Well, Charlie, there's nothing to delight in, really. So who have we got here? Thank you, Karim, for sending the footballs. We love it. Fantastic stuff. And a squirrel and a TikTok. Favorite sport? Scotty boy. Favorite sport? Sending the trolls doon the Swanee. OMG, you're on in the evening. Matthew, I am, yes. We're on every Saturday night at 9 o'clock sharp. Do a flip. No, listen, you're not on some kind of silly, childish prank. You're on TikTok's Top Talk Show. Keep the UK in the UK. Well, Charlie, you keep the UK in the UK, but let Scotland go from the UK because there's nothing the UK has that's suiting Scotland at the moment. So why would you keep it in the UK? You're live in Scottish Phone In. Who's that? You all right, mate? There you are. You're a dumpling head, mate. There we have it. Wonderful stuff. Now, mind you, do you want an independent Scotland when your last guy is actually the kind of people that are going to inherit it? Woo! I do wonder. Hello, you're live in Scottish Phone In. Alex, how are you? Of course you can. So, Alex, you go away and see to yourself and come back on when you're sober. Thank you for my gold awards. Push Hadrian's Wall up to the Orkney Isles. No, Charlie. Push Hadrian's Wall down to north of Watford, and everything else becomes Scotland. If Scotland left the UK, what would England's main source of income be? Zero, really, because Scotland is their main source of income. So I suppose immigrants really coming from Albania and where else? And the Ukraine. I think that would be their only source of income. Right. So there we have it. Scotland will always be part of it. Well, I have to say, you like Scottish fun in? Hi. You don't like yourself. Oh, well, there we go. Now, there's somebody that doesn't know how to speak the language. What a shame. Poor thing. Now, what were we saying there? Oh, yes. I was just about to tell you. Oh, that's right. You were saying Scotland will always be part of Great Britain. Get over it. Always be part of Britain. It's just a land. Scotland will not always be part of the EU. It's only been part of the UK for the last 330 years. So for the previous 3,000 years, it was independent, ah, under its own monarch. Fantastic. We've still got our own monarch and stuff. So that's what you have. So, yes, it will always be part of the same landmass because that is geology and geography. Tell them to sort their heads out, these foreign people. Absolutely half-witted idiots. What they're doing is they're so childish, they don't realize the gift they've got in front of them, the ability for them to communicate. So they think if I say something inappropriate, then that will be funny. And then we'll lose the phone in and get shut down, and we'll not have the phone in. That's how tiny these people's minds actually are. Will any unionist give a reasonable reason to stay as part of the UK after the catastrophic Tory vote? Here's a 729. There is no case for the union. There never has been. It was put together by Triggery Cookery, it's called Triggery, 69 at the time. They were 7 years after the union. That's it. That's sorry. After the Union of the Crown, there were so what would that be? 97 years, no more. 104 years after the Union of the Crowns. Queen Anne was the last of the Stuarts, and she fancied Scotland's wealth. And we had to seriously, we were effectively economically bankrupt. King William had pulled out of the Darien, but Queen Anne managed to bribe the nobles. They'd been fighting each other and lost all their money. What brand's your cat? Lawrence and Foster. Oh, this one is Hogs of Fife. They are Hogs of Fife. Very fine piece of country. Bring your hat in, Scotty. Take a price. There we are. Fantastic. Can't get through on the phone, Scotty. The Rab, I had to shut them up because of the halfway. If you're phoning, I shall open the lines up again. So give us a ring, Rab, and we'll see what's going on. Hello, you're live on Scottish Phone In. Yes, who's that? Walter Jr. What can I do for you? There we are, Walter Jr. Fantastic. Now then, so try it, Rab. See how you get on. Dinky-Doo. Gordon Brown supports staying in the Union. He's Scotland's brain box. No, Charlie B. We listened to him the last time with The Vow, and The Vow never materialised, nor did the elderly Scots who had been frightened into losing their pension. So You know, I'm afraid Gordon. Oh, help. You're live with Scottish Funding. Who's that? Rab, wonderful. I'm so glad you got through. I had one or two wee half-wits on. Absolute bangers. But the problem is they don't realize that if they just used a tiny bit of ability, they would have the greatest gift that they could ever have, the chance to speak live. I don't think they have. And I'm frightened because that's what we're going to be leaving Scotland to, you know? Yes, very poor. Of course it is. That's why I do the show, Rab. If I'm honest about it, I've had a look at all the radio. Right. Well, we'll not give opinions on specific programs because not everybody will have seen it. But I think Saturday night's changed from the days of Dixon of Dock Green, Thunderbirds, Bruce Forsyth, Starsky and Hutch, Parkinson interviewing people like David Niven. Oh, listen, I know we'd clean up, but your telly bosses can't see it. I actually phoned a guy who was starting a new television station once, and he said, I don't see how a London based station could benefit from a Scottish phone in. And I tried to explain to him that it's not a Scottish phone in. I just happen to be a Scot. And of course, my show's worked all over the UK, you know? I mean, it was massive in Manchester. Yes. And we do it on telly as well, you know? Yes. We smashed that as well. And I know, I mean, we'd get lots of complaints about my looks because I'm no oil painting, as they say about the, you know. You're very kind, Rab. You're very kind. Oh, you're very kind, Rab. Bless you. I need to get you a wee appointment with the optician. Brilliant. No, I think that we would definitely clean up because I'll tell you what I'd do, Rab. I'd do what I'm doing right now, and I would add in, you know, we'd do the phones, we'd do the texts, we'd do letters, we'd rip stuff up we didn't like in front of the people, you see, and we'd have a few pranks as well for a laugh. Oh, ah, using the word we in my show. Not at all. It slipped. Well, I think they've maybe not been used to a phone in. They don't realize how big this is. And they don't realize that they're achieving nothing by doing that. You know, nothing for them, nothing for any of us, just wasting time and space, you know. But they could be on having a chat. Oh, that's it. Well, we'll get on the telly, we'll give them a show they can't refuse. Dinky Doo. See, see you, La. You take care, Rab. Bye, La. There we are. Now, Rab. Now, he's quite right. I mean, these wee dafties wasting time, you know, because they can't come up with an actual conversation. You know, I don't really know how their brain's working. Very silly. Anyway, especially when you get a gift like this. Lee Bandoni has joined us, and the most generous man in the world. And he has now given me, I think it looks like 100 aliens. Now, talking of which, have you heard all the things that are getting shot down? Scotland's wealth is now stolen from the rotten Tories. Is still stolen from the rotten Tories. I think you mean by the rotten Tories. Would that be Bobby? There we go. I'd rather be a lifer than a fifer. That's a bit harsh. Do you think Scotland could survive in the sale of tea cakes if they all runs out? Hunts, if they all runs out tomorrow, Scotland would survive because it's got the gas, it's got the water, it's got coal, right? Never mind all this green stuff. Do you know what I mean? Scotland are survivors. They've got the wind and wave power. So there you have it. So it's all there. And the oil's really a bonus. How are you, Scotty DINKY-DOO? Hello from Cornwall. Paul, we love you in Cornwall. Paul, am I not right in thinking the Cornish people want independence? Lee Bandoni, what are you doing? You beautiful, generous man. Sending gift after gift after gift after gift. I live next to Uddingston. So there we have it. Excellent, GRB. I know it well. I used to run your radio station. Scotland could well and truly stand on its own. Look at even smaller independent countries. Of course, DJ Bobby, we know that. So do Westminster. See if this is a sensible. Hello, you're live in Scottish Fun In. Hello, Ryan. What can I do for you? What's what? No. Listen, you're absolutely fine. Hello, you're live in Scottish Fun In. Who's that? I haven't actually, no. There we are. But I've seen one or two people that resembled them. What do we got here? Torquay is nice. We love it. A proud one, Scotty. Fantastic. Oh, it doesn't say presentation. Not bother with that. There we are. So, on, people that tweet waterproof 1495. Excellent hat. Very nice. Just open up for one gift to Lee Bandoni. How very kind of you. Still do Manchester radio at night. I don't use a 124. I wish I did. I got replaced by Jeremy Kyle. Yes, remember Jeremy? So there you have it. Fantastic. Now, sorry, Scotty, that's okay, GRB, but we use proper terminology. We don't belittle people who have given 9 years, or in fact a lifetime of service to our country. Incidentally, just to make it clear, if you are Scottish, regardless of your politics, you are also British because you're on the landmass of Great Britain. Have I made myself quite clear? Right, thank you. There we go, no problem at all. Get following, guys, as soon as you can. Evening, Scotty. I'm just back from vacation. Been missing the show. Lee, lovely to have you back. Lee, find a way to send me that stuff through, and I'll pop that out for you. Scotland's resource says, keep the rich getting even richer, while everyone else gets poorer. DJ Bobby, it was ever the case. You know what I mean? We had this, and then it got a bit better for a while, and now it's on the slide again. Evening, Scotty. Hope's all well. From Motherwell, Marty. Lovely to have you with us from Motherwell. DINKY-DOO. Keep them coming. I was in a train yesterday, and it was heading for Motherwell. I think I'll just stay on and go and see all my pals. So there we have it. Unionists really need to wake up. Independence isn't about parties or MPs. DJ Bobby, you are a man of truth. You speak verity. And you're 100% correct. That is the whole thing. I say to you. Now, what have we got here? Bazanans is talking to somebody. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm always so sad, says Kareem. Where does the time go? Ryan, what are you telling us that for? I think we'll just get rid of Ryan. That's the kind of person that just doesn't belong on here. So that's the end of Ryan. Sitio. What are we doing with him? There he goes. Silly nonsense. And the false Kareem. Silly nonsense. Gone. And there we are. That's the false Kareem away. I think that's us tidied that up. We're back to... Yes, we're back to all that. There's Ryan done. Fantastic. Hi, Scotty. What's the significance of the thistle? The thistle, Chris. The thistle became the emblem of Scotland because, surprise, surprise, being Scotland, the king was about to go into battle. And, no, that's right. Yes, the king was about to go into battle. And the king and his other soldiers crept up on them, or on him, with their bare feet. And they stood on a thistle and let out a load of yells, and they were sussed, and they got done in for it. So the thistle became the emblem of Scotland because it had saved the King of Scotland. There we have it. No, but DJ Bobby, that's a very clever thing to say. It was nice to speak to Scotty, and you, Rab. It's always lovely to speak to you. OMG, says Linda. I thought you had died. Wait till I check, Linda. No, apparently not. What about that? You never hear much about the Loch Ness Monster. Well, I think, you only get the odd sighting. I used to phone you on a Sunday night, says Linda. Indeed, your nostrils are breathtaking. Thank you, Ralph. Very good. Nosies run in our family, you see. Brexit means Brexit, son. HFO, very sadly it does. And the trouble it's caused. I predicted it 6 years ago, so nobody can say I didn't say my bit. And I got poo-pooed by the idiots. I said Brexit will lead to economic annihilation and political fragmentation. Was I right? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So there you have it. I had it right. What have we got here, Dinky-Doo? Now then. Hello, King. Hello, Sedge. Dinky-Doo, thank you for your gifts. My mum's from Hoyk, if you know it. Hoyk, yes, the Hoyk common riding. If you have a look down at my TikTok videos, look for black and white old pictures. I sent it. I put it up on TikTok on Common Riding Saturday. All right? And you'll see it. Wonderful with that great big baronial. Is at the town hall, the big tower. And then you've got the horse. Oink. Fantastic. What's we know? Oink knitwear. What's your pronouns? Well, Jack, we never ever do stuff like that on here because we don't label anybody. We have a free world. So there are no pronouns, there's no race, there's no creed, there's no color. You don't need to worry about gender. You don't need to worry about your sexual orientation and your proclivities because we're only interested in a handle, a name, a first name. So we would never do pronouns or any of that stuff because it's divisive, you see. Are you on the whiskey after sturgeon? Jacob, you know I don't bother with the drink. So there you go. Good evening, Scotty from Falkirk. What did Nicola do? Well, I mean, she just governed the country very well. for 9 years. I was trying to cross the road the other day, and a wee woman, something, that's great. Thank you, says Scott. No problem, Scott. Love to your mum from Hoyk. Why do unionists believe being part of one corrupt union is best for them? Beyond me. Well, DJ Bobby, you speak verity and such sense. There we have it. That's what it's all about. Scotty, I can't hear the colours. So Scottish guys, we know Scottish guys, but we don't know what's doing it, and we don't know how to fix it. So there we are. With a couple of the colours, it's just as well, because they were a disgrace to themselves. Big hugs, says Jeff. We are Scotland, says Big Lloyd. Yes, we are. But we also are, very friendly with England and with Wales and with Northern Ireland and with Ireland and with every other country. You see, the Scot can go places where the poor old English person is despised because of history. Because the Scots sort of get it right. Interesting stuff. So there you are, Chris. How about that? There's James saying, hi, Scotty, big fan. Hi, James. DINKY-DOO, I say to you. Hope over fear. Oh, Rab, always. There's AJ. Howdy, lad. Howdy, lad. Lovely to have you with us. Guys, have we all followed me on the TikTok? And have we all subscribed on the YouTube? I need to get some more YouTube subscribers. Let me just check. Now then. Let me just check here. What's happening? Yes, I need half a dozen new subscribers on the YouTube channel. Can you manage to do that? There we are. So if you haven't subscribed, get subscribing, and that would be just amazing. Now, there we are. How can we hear the callers, guys? There must be a way around this. I'm determined to see if I can get you. Let's have a look here. No, I seem to have exactly the right one, guys. Everything seems to be fine on the old YouTube. Yeah. I think I'm just going to do one more. See if we can. Audio, yeah. You should be able to hear. I don't understand, but you can hear on TikTok and you can hear me. So why can you not hear the callers? I wonder. Is there anything else we can do? I'm going to try something else and see if we can. And then we'll do a wee experiment, guys. Okay. Oh. Right. That seems to be that. That's the nearest I can. Give us a wee call, guys. And we'll see if we get something else, see if we can hear. Favorite Churchill quote, we will never surrender. Oh, we've surrendered a few times since then. We surrendered to Brexit. Those magnificent men and their flying machines. Yes, indeed. Do you think we'll see a united Ireland anytime soon? I suspect we will. I spoke to somebody very senior, and they said just that. You're live with Scottish Fun, and who's that? Rab, good. Stay on for a minute, Rab. It's, yeah, you're always getting asked to stay on, aren't you? We love you. Now, guys, can you hear Rab? That's There we are. Can we hear Rab? And let me know if you can hear Rab on the YouTube, guys. Say a wee bit more, Rab. Say a wee bit more for me. Anything at all, just tell everybody how much you're enjoying the show. Oh, thank you. God, you're alive, my boy. Right, they can't hear you, but thank you so much for the call. And you, top man. Thanks, Rab. See you, bud. There it goes. That's our Rab. Let me check if there's any more settings. So that more. We will need to solve it at some point now. Right, guys, uh, can I ask? Uh-huh. I'm right into settings here. Right. Somebody else give me a call and see if we can do it this way. All right. I'm right into things here. Right. Somebody give me a call and hello, you're live with Scottish Fun, and who's that? An absolute angel. Guys, can we hear Christine? Just bear with me, Christine. Don't dash. There we are. Guys, can you hear Christine at the moment? Somebody tell me. So there we are. Neil can't hear the phone ringing and he couldn't hear Rab. So there we are. No, Neil, you can't hear what's going on. Christine, have a wee chat. That's what, yep, I would never tell you any rubbish, Christine. Love you lot. Right, Dinky-Doo. Yeah, well, I hope so. We're going to see if we'll get some feedback. Thank you for your wonderful call. Dink, night, night, night. Dinky-Doo. What an angel. Guys, we're going to have to say night, night to the TikTokers. I love you. Oh, there we go. What an amazing show tonight. Absolutely incredible. I do apologize that we couldn't hear the callers on the YouTube channel. I shall keep working and see if we can do something about it. Number one fan says, still can't hear. Could anybody on the YouTube channel actually hear the audio? Could you hear Christine there? Do tell us, and we'll see what's what. We'll get to the bottom of it. It's not a panic. All these things are fixable, I say. Guys, it's been an absolute privilege being with you tonight, as always. Thank you very much. I apologize for the wee dafties. We only really had two, with very, very, very low IQ that unable to hold a conversation. So they thought they'd shout something silly down the phone. But that's not bad, really, when you consider the number of calls we've taken tonight. And what a great show it's been. And that's all due to you. I'm just here taking your calls and loving your chat. So dinky-doo from me, Scottie McClue. Have a lovely, lovely week, and set your notifications for random pop-ups. If you're watching on the YouTube right now, then make sure you have subscribed and tap the bell so that you know when Scottie McClue goes live. For me, Scottie McClue, from all the beautiful people of the world, good night, God bless, dinky-doo, and ta-ra, lads!